Food. I have no idea what I'm doing with my hands, but I'm just gonna go with it. Food! It's tasty, it's awesome, we all have to eat it, so I figured for a change, why not talk about it? Specifically, I want to talk to you guys about the changes I made to my diet in September of last year. I cut out meat and the vast majority of animal-based products. So there are many reasons why someone could choose to quit eating meat, but for me personally, it was because September of last year was not a good time for me. In fact, the whole run-up to September last year was not a good time for me. Some of you know, some of you may not. Basically, mounting depression and anxiety, not a good time to put it lightly. I quit making YouTube videos altogether. Just darkness. So I had to make huge changes to my life in order to deal with these things, and I felt that my diet, while not like intimately related to the other things that I was dealing with, they were at least friends. So like when you're in a crappy mood, you're much more likely to reach for crappy food, and then when you're eating crappy food, it lowers your mood even more, and they cycle. So if I'm gonna make the changes, might as well make the changes to my diet at the same time. So September of last year, I quit eating meat altogether, and I cut out the vast majority of animal-based products. I don't eat anything animal-based at home anymore, and I would say I've cut out about 95% of anything animal-based that I eat when I'm outside the house, but I would not say that I am picky enough when I'm outside the house, when I'm eating out, to claim that I've gone vegan. Maybe one day I will slowly build to being critical enough over what I eat to claim that, but for now, we're just going with vegetarian. So as I said, there are many reasons why someone could choose to cut out animal products from their diet, but for me the driving force was health reasons. I'm not going to stand here and get into the argument as to whether all meat or animal-based foods are unhealthy, but what I can say from my experience is that, like, while not all animal-based foods are junk food, most junk food is like a meat dish or an animal-based dish, and so if I draw a line saying not eating those, immediately I've lost access to foods that may negatively be affecting my health, both mentally and physically. I would say making these changes have had a huge influence on my life. I mean, I've made lots of changes to lots of aspects of my life, and they've all added up in part, but I'm very happy with my choice to change my diet. I've just felt a lot better mentally, physically, and it's just exciting to have to explore new foods. I feel that I've lost access to like instant junky foods because I've stopped eating meat and tried to cut out as much dairy as I practically can in most situations. It's like you can't just buy the junky foods because they're full of ingredients that I'm no longer choosing to eat. And that means that while that may not be the most practical at all times, it stops me from being lazy, and it means that I have to put in the effort to find things that are, you know, maybe a little bit harder to come by, but in the long run make me feel a lot better. I have more energy, I've lost a lot of weight. It's all going well. Another added benefit, which is to do with, you know, not being able to just grab junky foods, is that it has forced me to get back into cooking. When I was having to go through low mood, I did not have the motivation to cook. And now, as I'm slowly turning things around, I'm finding that I'm having to cook because I can't just get instant food anymore. And that means that not only do I have the interest in what ingredients go in, how to cook, it's just the whole process. It's just great. I don't know how to put these things into words, but I'm excited. And finally, I'm gonna try not to get too political with this one because I know that it's either gonna be something that people agree with or don't, and I'm probably not going to change people's minds on it. But there's certainly something to be said about, you know, eating your meals and knowing that nothing had to die specifically for that meal. This is something that has only come to me afterwards, so when I first made the choice to make these changes to my diet, it wasn't a driving factor. I felt I'd like become desensitized to the whole situation because it's just so normal and accepted. But now that it's been months since I've eaten any meat, and I kind of step back and go, I'm feeling so much better in so many ways due to the changes in my diet, that it seems strange to me that I would previously make the choice to eat meat or animal-based foods that made me feel worse and something had to die for it. I wouldn't have understood it in the past when I was doing it, but now that I'm months down the line of being free of eating meat, it doesn't make sense to me anymore. So that was kind of a ramble, I'm sure. Maybe there was some structure to what I was talking to you guys about today, but I kind of figured that, like, since it's been such a useful change for me to make for so many different aspects of my life and my health, maybe someone out there, if maybe only just one person finds it useful, then that's all good. What's your take on all this? Have you made any significant changes? I mean, not even necessarily just your diet, but your lifestyle that you feel have improved your life, your lifestyle, your health, both mentally or physically. Just let's go through some changes that people have found that have benefited them in a positive way. Let's spread some positivity. Let's help some people out. Let me know in the comments section below. I'd really like to thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Farewell.